Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab with the fat lip, but I'm good. I've got the book out, Book of the Dead, coming forth right there. You know the deal. But it's gonna be a good lesson. It's gonna be the stages of human spiritual evolution. Aspiration, meaning you're going to get smarter. You're going to get some knowledge. Okay, let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give real life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life, movement to a spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission at all right thinkers, know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always too. Might not be true. All right, right thinkers, people philosophy on the stages of spiritual evolution from the religious side. Let me give it to you. In the Shitat Netta Egyptian yoga system, there are also 3 stages of what we call spiritual evolution. I got 2 diagrams here. Religious breakdown, and if you're a Mason, this is Independent Fellowcraft Master. Over here, Shitat Netta, we break it down to what we call the mortals, and then you got the intelligence and the creators of being creative beings of light. That means you're getting information that's gonna make you look good from the inside out. Let's work on spirit is always internal, and it's got to be brought with intelligence. So let's break down the stages of human spiritual evolution and aspiration. An aspirant is somebody who wants to know. They're aspiring to get better. So that's why we call aspirants. This book is written in a format which follows the manner prescribed for human spiritual evolution. We're gonna break down the things that's gonna help that happen for you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So therefore, the following section, this section right here, will detail our ancient teachings from our spiritual evolution and aspirations so that you, the reader, may consciously be aware of this process with this book is striving to engender, give you information that you can use. I give you useful information for the spiritual transformation. Sound like a good lesson. All right, but the scribes of our ancient times, did not have a set order for the utterances of these books of coming forth by day that they found in the tombs of the buried people. Hence they call it the Book of the Dead. Okay, so they were prepared in accordance with the needs, special inclinations, and interests of those who requested that one be made for them. Many translators of the various chapters of the utterance of the coming forth by day in modern times have also placed the utterances in accordance with their own misunderstanding of the intent of the priests and priestess from that time. They just haphazardly, willy-nilly taking a guess. Well, they meant this, they meant that. Study it. It explains what it means. You ain't got to make up nothing. What follows was a compilation of the most important mystical utterances. It is a special sequence which synchronous with the universal principle, the force. You get conscious of the force, you use the force to your benefit. You become the force. With spiritual evolution, you become what? One with the force. The force is God. This chapter, I ain't got time for that part. Now, in the yoga philosophy, that's what I'm practicing, right? The philosophy. We do it from the yogic philosophy where your spiritual evolution is described as follows. This is the breakdown. Listen, reflect, and meditate on all the 5 major yoga categories described below. Here they go. Yoga of wisdom, yoga of devotion of love, yoga of meditation, Tantra yoga, and my favorite, yoga of selfless, righteous action. That's what I'm doing now, a selfless service. This is a righteous action. I'm performing it as I speak. But all of these can be found in what? The Root Per Im Haru, a.k.a. Book of Coming Forth by Day. That's what it was there to help you to become what? Haru. Teaching you like the book, the Bible. Teach you how to be Christ-like. We got the same thing as Per Im Haru. Teach you to become Haru. That's the spirit that's in me and you. Okay, so a spiritual aspect, that's what we are, all right thinkers. We are spiritual aspects, and we have listens. A spiritual aspect, first thing is to listen to the teachings from the sage, reflect upon those teachings and the meaning. Don't just know, get understanding and understand the meaning so that then enter into what we call your deep meditation on them. You take it to heart, you take it to mind, and you bring it to fruition. Now we're going to talk about the stages of spiritual evolution from the left side, which consists of first 3, aspirations, striving, and third is established. If this was Masonic order, it would be into apprentice, fellow craft, and then master mason. Same philosophy, used different in the lodge. The Masonic information that we learn, you can use that outside the lodge and live by. I know that. Why? It's speculative information that is mental. That means you can practice it in your daily life. That's why Mason tell you, if I tell you I gotta kill you, it's part of a ritual. That's all. That's all it is. But a lot of them so ignorant, they can't even explain what the hell they doing. That annoys me. That really annoys me. Okay. Being a master mason and instructor, dean of instruction, I practiced, lived it, and taught it. Like I'm doing right thing in philosophy. The same thing. What's this? Now, I'm going to prove it to you. First degree in religious concept, this is called the aspiration. What's the aspirant? Aspirant is a student, of right thinkers who are being instructed, given information, and you're on a probationary status, meaning if you don't follow, comply, you won't be here. You get kicked out, right? Service, anything. If you don't comply with the rules, you got to go. And have not experienced any inner vision. You're new. You don't know nothing. So we're bringing you in. As a Mason, I would kill you and raise you from a dead level to a living level, perpendicular on the square, as a Masonic Master Mason. This is all philosophical concepts, but it's all done mentally and speculatively, meaning in the mind, but there's a purpose. And the important factor at the first level is you have an awakening of your spiritual self, meaning you want to know yourself. You're curious. There you go. That's aspiring. Curiosity is aspiring. And that's, you're aspiring to that becoming conscious of what? The divine presence, where that's within you. You don't know that yet. We're going to help you find that and get to understand it. You want to know the divine presence within yourself and the universe by what? Having faith that there is what? A spiritual essence, a higher being of consciousness that's beyond our ordinary human understanding. We know to be God. We call it that, but ancients called it Netta, virtue. Okay? Again, never mind what you call it, because you can be called by many names, different cultures, different times. It's all the same thing. God is God is God. Now, from the Shitar Netta Egyptian yoga system, there are 3 stages of spiritual evolution that you also have to follow. And this is real basic and simple. As a Masonic Master Mason teacher, I can see the similarities. What's this? The mortals, okay? We call you apprentice. A mortal is somebody who's ignorant of his higher self. Human beings, we are all mortals. Why? We don't know ourselves. We have yet to be enlightened with knowledge of our higher self, which is God. That's what you're coming for. You're craving. You're entrepreneurs. You're coming in looking, but you're ignorant. So we got to enlighten you. Same thing with the Shita Netta system. The first thing y'all mortals, that's a student. Again, this is classes, lessons. Students who were being instructed on a probationary status but had not experienced any inner vision, any understanding of their higher self. No God vision, no God consciousness. So we are going to take the ego out and implement a God conscious. Same thing in Master Mason. They want you to think different, raise your conscious level. So I see the similarity, and I know them both. Let's get back over here. Number 2, the first degree in the apprentice, aspirant, or mortals. All same thing. Okay? Y'all all probationary students to learn the things you come here to learn. If you're not mastering, if I give you the first degree in a year, you should have mastered that degree of the apprentice. Or the first wave of the chakras, or whatever you want to call it. But it's a year study. No, that's 1,000 hours. Okay, to master something, you put 1,000 study hours in. That's what they do in college. That's how I know my daughter. Okay, and I asked her, I said, oh, yeah. Not impressed. Okay, but the second level, okay, now that you done came in, we done showed you what you need to know. Now, the second level we call fellowcraft. Now you're ready to do some work. Now we're going to give you something to, just sink your teeth into, so to speak. So you're striving from an aspiration. You're striving to what? To get better, to know yourself. So now you're craving what? Knowledge of self. That's what they want you. Now we can mold and shape you. That's what the second degree is. This is, watch this. Second level, striving, craving, fellowcraft, whatever you want to call it, okay? Intelligence. Students who have now attained inner vision through daily practice of listening, reflecting, meditating. Now they start to get a glimpse of their higher self. They practicing the things that's going to make that happen for them. Watch this. They had a glimpse of the inner vision, and now they receive what we call the glimpse of the cosmic consciousness and the touch of God. Now you should start what? Craving more, want more. So the important factor here at this level is purgation of one's ego self. Again, that ego got to go. And everybody says that, okay? And this is what we call purification of one's mind and body. How? Through daily practice of your spiritual disciplines. Handed to you by Mayat Philosophy right now. It's Right Thinking Philosophy. I give you the things you need to practice for yourself, for it to happen for yourself. They teach this. I learned this. I teach it too. But you, the aspirant, you trying the aspirant tries to totally surrender that ego self, that ego personality who they identify with, aka ego. See? And to what? The divine inner self, which is Haru, which is your universal self. That's the spirit that's in all creation. And that's why I said the spirit that's in me and you. God is universal. His spirit is in everything that lives. That's what we try to get you to understand for yourself eternally. And now you can acquiesce to things that you need to do for yourself. We're teaching you how to be your best self. That's it. Okay? Second level, on the right-hand side, the Shita Netta or the Sonic order, they call you intelligence. We call you fellowcraft. You get working tools. As the entrepreneurs, they give you a common gavel and the 24-inch gauge. The common gavel is to break off the superfluities of your personality, the nonsense. And the common gavel, the 24-inch gauge, to break your day down 3 daily increments. Rest, work, refreshment. Refreshment, work, and rest, whatever it is. But yeah, the 3 things that you need to implement on your day-to-day basis, they give you a breakdown how to run your life. Okay? Know that for a fact. Been there, you still use it to this day. It still works. Now, the second level, from the Shita Netta side, it says the intelligence. These are the students who progress past the first level, probationary period. They moved on. Now, they're students who had attained that what? Inner vision, and had received, again, their glimpse of cosmic consciousness. You can see what both sides pretty much say the same thing, okay? But they say it with less words. That's all. They both say the same thing, just in less words. This is the spiritual side. You got the whole little breakdown. Over here, real simple. Make it real easy. And I added my stuff to each one. See what I'm saying? So as I'm teaching, I just add That's my little stuff. That I ain't gotta go outside the book. All right. So again, at the second level, at this level, you would get your working tools, you mastered them, your days is taken care of, you got a glimpse of God, now you're ready to work. We give you more tools. And at this level, you get more working tools. Okay? You get the compass and the square. The compass is to keep yourself circumscribed, keep yourself what they call due bounds. The circle was representing God. The dot, the circle, you're the dot. Be the circle, be the dot in the circle, circumscribe. You use the compass to use that. The compass is spiritual. The square is physical. Physical meaning you square in your action. Everything you do it the right way. Right angles, right angles, right angles. Hello, I forgot about that. I'm right. So I'm always going to do the right angles. Okay? That's the concept. And you square your action. Bang, on the corner. Those are things you can walk. I can see a guy walking beside the corner. I see guys in the lodge don't even cut the corners, don't square the corners. Again, it's like a regiment, so I can be a little carried away with it. But that's how engulfed I was as a photograph. Okay. Now you're working on yourself. You're building yourself. And as I'm teaching, I'm trying to get you to understand it. So that should motivate you. I'm getting better. That's the whole right there. And at the third level, take it in with this one. You are established. That means you got your apprenticeship, you got the photographership. Now you're standing on your knowledge and understanding of who you are. You put yourself in a position to stand established. We call it steadfast, aka in the Masonic order, you're now a master mason. We're gonna give you what? Another working tool to try to what? Spread love and knowledge all over this world. That's what they said Mason want to run the world. A format, the philosophically, metaphorically, the world should be run with some kind of order. Masonic got order. That's all. And teaching at the same time. They ain't just holding your order, but no, we're going to teach you. Same thing. Wrapping it up. Third one, when you become established or you reach self-mastery or master masonry in the craft, you are the student. Now you have become identified with or united with God through daily practice of listening, reflecting, and meditating. Now you have your own format. You got your own thing going. An important factor at this level is that you are starting to become illuminated with what? Intellect, knowledge of self, that you experience for yourself. And your appreciation of the divine will be shown. Your appreciation for the divine presence in you during your reflective and meditation moments. That's you and God becoming one, spiritually and mentally. Heart, mind, coherence. That's the magical magic. That's the spiritual marriage that you have to have within oneself. I call it heart, mind, coherence. I'm sticking with it. Y'all gonna get to know it. Why? I'm gonna break it down for you every chance I get. All right. So this union with the divine self, meaning your heart, that made connection with the mind. You found God. Where? Inside you. Did you know that? You should. That's the whole idea, to find that out for yourself. Now your spiritual walk is in what? Confidence. You identify with you and God as being one. You mastered your physical self. And you have what they call, you ready? The divine marriage of the heart and mind. The individual with the universal. Individual, universal. This is universal. This is individual. Why? Because when you die, your brain gets thrown away. Don't even save it. It means nothing. That's the individuality of the ego. It's built in here, up here. When you get conscious of it, he will acquiesce. That's the ego giving in to what? His higher self. That's the bad guy realizing, you got me. Yeah. You got to do that within yourself. That's the fight that Haru spent 80 years fighting with his evil uncle to get mastery of himself. 80 years old, that's a long time. Philosophical and metaphorical. But I'm trying to get the concept. All right, wrapping it up with the third level for Shita Netta followers, right thinkers. We are what you call creators. Creators or beings of light. We're enlightened and illumined from the inside out. We got God conscious. We know who we are. See how they all tie together? No matter how you put it, it still will come out the same. You and God becoming one, you need to know that for yourself. Beings of light are the students who passed, who had become identified with what? United with their higher self, the light of God that shines within them. That's Haru. That's the light that shines through me and you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I had fun. This is a quick breakdown of your spiritual evolution and the 3 degrees of masonry or right thing philosophy. How you want to use it? I'll break it down. 3 different ways. I gave 3 different formulas, and they all say the same thing differently, but they all mean the same thing universally. Oh, I'm not the one. Know thyself. Get becoming one with what? Your higher self. Your lower self is you. Me. Yeah, that's cool. But you gotta get better than that. Why? Because your higher self is God. Welcome to the lesson. Right, thinkers? And closing. Man, you all live to be 100. Be 100 miles a day. So I know my right thinkers who understand the 3 stages of spiritual evolution and mastery of self have passed away. I'll be right back. Uh-oh.